Welcome to Foundation Friday. The dedication and covenant of silent unity was signed on December 7th, 1892 by Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, founders of the Unity movement. It is unlikely when they signed this covenant that they had any idea how far-reaching unity would be as it evolved into the church we know and love today. We invite you to join us as we explore and share some of the original ideas, teachings, and writings of the men and women who created the foundation of the Unity Church.
Hi, thank you so much for joining us today for our Foundation Friday program. And today we are going way back in time to the Unity co-founders themselves, specifically Myrtle Fillmore. And this is her writings on maternity, her thoughts on maternity that have been composed and put into a book called Letters of Myrtle Fillmore, and it was published in 1936. So, of course, these letters were written sometime before the book was published. I think you will very much enjoy Myrtle Fillmore's thoughts and letters on maternity. So, here we go. Truly, it is a blessed privilege to prepare for the coming into the physical of a soul who is coming to dwell among us, to unfold more of the consciousness of sonship. And the parents who invite a soul in this realization and who consecrate themselves to doing their utmost to keep in health and to provide an atmosphere of peace and joy and purity and prosperity are really blessed and initiated into something very much like heaven. There is so much that is holy and sweet and helpful in getting ready for a baby. There is a communion of the soul that lifts one up and brings out new ways and holds one to their very best. You will find this experience invaluable in helping your other children to see the reality of life and to learn to express love as unselfishness. It will be quite the most wonderful thing for them to hear from you that you are to have a wee baby to love and to care for and to train. Let them feel a personal interest in the baby's coming and in all the preparations for it. It will be a splendid time to give them needed lessons in physiology and the care of the body and the relations of men and women. And her next letter, let your soul magnify the Lord, as did the mother of Jesus. There is but one presence and one power, God the good. He is the Father of all. And since you are full of faith and looking to Him for help in every need, He is preparing the way for your child to come forth easily, joyously, and in perfect safety. His love surrounds, enfolds, and protects you, and all is well. Relax and free every muscle in your body from tenseness. Underneath are the everlasting arms to uphold, to strengthen, and to sustain you, so you can relax and rest in the assurance that you are being protected, that you are being strengthened, and that the way is being made for easy and safe confinement. The vitalizing life of the Spirit fills you to overflowing with all the strength, vigor, and vitality you need to sustain you. In his presence is the fullness of joy. In your oneness with God, everything is now and will be in divine order, and all is well. That last one was obviously written to a mother who was having some fears about giving birth. And as this book was published in 1939, we know that life was a lot different back then than it is now. I often wish we could see the letters she's responding to, but we kind of have to glean that information from the letters as they were recorded. Here's the next one. You and the wee one beneath your heart are very near and dear to the great heart of the Father. And since you are looking to him in prayer and in faith, you have opened the way for your babe to come into God's beautiful world in a safe, easy, and harmonious way. God is the father of your child, you know, so you can trust him to take care of his own and to prepare the way for it to enter the world in perfect safety for you and your babe as well. Let your soul magnify the Lord as Mary, the mother of Jesus, did, and let your soul rejoice in God, your Savior. God is love, and divine love harmonizes, strengthens, enfolds, heals, and protects you. God in the midst of you is a tower of strength and stability. God is the health of his people, and he is your strength and health. Okay, and the next one. Let your heart rejoice that the divine Father Mother is giving into your keeping one of his little ones, whom you may pour out your love on and wisely direct and encourage in the development of all the faculties and talents that each soul has and is eager to use. Praise your splendid body for its marvelous construction and its perfect work in lending itself to the needs of this other soul just now. Know that the Creator who has planned such a mind and body is ever working out to carry on his creation. For every soul coming into the physical, the Mother Father makes ample provision of everything required. This gives joyous assurance that all is well and that another member in the family will bring his own prosperity with him. Divine love will find ways in which to increase the earning capacity, the inflow of supply, the happiness in using what comes. Divine wisdom will direct so that all things will work together for good to all. So instead of thinking of the babe who is on the way as an additional expense, think of him as a blessing and a bringer of prosperity. Instead of thinking of the days of constant care, think of the joyous lessons he is going to teach and of the individual contributions to the family's happiness. Each soul that is welcomed into the world brings its own individual blessings and gifts to the world. It's easy to tell what that one was directed for. So often parents don't have children because of money concerns. How wonderful to think of the child bringing its own prosperity into the world. Okay, here's the next one. The stomach, or that part of the solar plexus directly connected with the stomach, is the substance center. And it is here that the mental faculty of judgment finds its center of action. Directly below the substance center at the navel is the center of order. Thoughts and feelings and habits that have to do with keeping one's mind and body and affairs in order register here at the lower part of the solar plexus and the navel. The perfect order of law, the perfect order of the law of life is established in you through your permitting the creative ideas of life and love and substance and intelligence to direct your thoughts and the functions of your body. The omnipresent substance of God is appropriated and impressed with the perfect patterns for your own sustenance and for the information and sustenance of the new body temple for the soul who is coming to dwell within you. As you keep mind and heart confident that God is taking care of you and yours, and that Spirit knows how to arrange for the manifestations through you of that which is best, and for the inflow from any and every source of all things needful. We are declaring that the Holy Spirit overshadowing you, working in you, now frees you from all the impressions of the past and gives you a new understanding of life and substance and establishes within you a new order that quickens new judgment, floods you with new insight that directs you in ways of peace and health and happiness. This dear little babe is bringing everything it will require with it from the Father's great store. The manifestations will come as there is need, and as you and the dear daddy and all whom the Father may direct are true to what he would have you do, and to the light of spiritual understanding and loving service. Parents are but representing the Divine Father Mother in receiving and caring for these new temples that souls are building for experience and further development of their God-given faculties and powers. Remembering this takes away the sense of anxiety and burden and gives a great peace and joy and a consciousness of power and love and prosperity. Okay, we have one more. When negative attitudes of mind and heart cause depression and physical inharmony and a feeling of lack and worry, a quiet hour for real study and prayer will flood your soul with an entirely new light and peace, and you will begin to relax and allow the abundant life and the wonderful love of God to flow freely through you, restoring order and health. You will also see your affairs in a different light, and the inner assurance that God is providing and directing and prompting will give you such great peace. You will also invite and lay hold of your own individual God-given resources, for in truth, God does provide for you, and your blessings are not dependent on others. You can use your own faculties and powers and bring forth all that you require, and you will be better for this purposeful living. Just now, especially, you do not want to worry or be anxious for the future. You want your mind and body calm and peaceful and happy. so that you will be radiating only the best and most helpful things to your unborn babe. Your own attitude is imparting qualities to the soul of your child. So just make up your mind that you are going to live in a little world all your own, a world of beauty and peace and happiness and health and simple pleasures. To think lack or possible failure, or that one's close companion may not do the part he should do in a splendid way, is to send irritating currents over the nerves and to use up one's store of energy and to impress the ever-present substance of God with the appearance of lack and inharmony. You do not want to do this. You want the effect produced by faith in God. Have your communion and identification with the divine Father, Mother elements of being. For truly, you are representing God, the Father, Mother, in preparing to nurture and receive and help this soul, which is embodying through you. And God is giving you the needed wisdom and poise and love and sustenance to meet all of these requirements. Your part is to believe this and to trust and to keep busy with the things that are yours to do without anxiety or concern about what others are doing. Truth, God, to prompt others to do their part. I think that should be trust God, to prompt others to do their part. Praise the God qualities in your husband. Expect him to express them in practical ways. There is great responsibility, yes, but there is great satisfaction in determining to meet it, to be fair to the soul you have invited, to make a home in which that soul may develop its spiritual powers as well as its physical temple. Not a great deal of money is required. The thing that counts is that money that comes through your own and your husband's own eager efforts. Social position means nothing to the incoming soul. All the traditions to the contrary notwithstanding, what this soul asks is the opportunity to be itself, happy, peaceful, truly wise, and practical parental companionship means everything. And you can have this to offer your child if you will to do it. So those are ancient 1939 or earlier thoughts on parenthood. And what a great opportunity to reflect back to what life must have been back then, to what the prospect of being a parent was back then and what it is today. It's our hope that through Myrtle Fillmore's words, we're inspired to have the right words, the right heart, the right consciousness to share with those in our lives who are having their children. Thank you for being with us. But before we go, please know you matter. You are sacred. And you are so, so very loved. Namaste.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.